Protesters took to the streets of Fishguard this afternoon, Sunday, to spread a message of unity, following letters distributed by a local religious group. Members of Pembs LGBTQ Plus group were joined by around 60 demonstrators, all standing together under a rainbow flag. Today's action was in response to a scheduled meeting of the Evangelist's Corner, a local Christian group. The short-notice protests, which drew people of all ages and identities together, aimed to demonstrate local opposition to the language used by the Evangelists in a letter sent out earlier this week. Scroll down for video, Turning Hate into Love. Jim Scott, local campaigner and co-chairman of Pembrokeshire Green Party, was one of the organisers. He said, "The amazing turnout for this protest at just 24 hours' notice sends the message loud, proud and clear that the people of Pembrokeshire will always rally together to oppose intolerance and bigotry in all their forms. This demonstration really shows that as activists we can now react at a moment's notice to events and will always turn hate into love. Such a powerful turnout shows that there is simply no room for such regressive and homophobic views within our communities." Face-to-face meeting following the protests, Pembs LGBTQ Plus members Matt Townsend and Jackie Israel Jones met with Evangelist spokesman John Francham at Fishguard Police Station. Mr. Francham said the purpose of the group was to promote Christianity in a world headed in a direction that was likely to prevent free speech and democracy, should it continue. He said the meeting scheduled to have taken place today, which was subsequently cancelled, was to discuss Christianity in schools and share the gospel. Mr. Francham went on to say the costs relating to treating HIV, AIDS and sexually transmitted diseases were astronomical, and that we are all paying for that because of the morality in the country and things that are going wrong with society. Asked by Mr. Townsend how this related to LGBTQ people, Mr. Francham said HIV was spread very quickly by many gays. Mr. Townsend disputed this, adding that HIV was just as prevalent among heterosexual people, partly due to better awareness of its dangers among the gay community. "I'm really worried you are misinformed with the literature you're disseminating," said Mr. Townsend. Mr. Townsend said he was also deeply concerned that leaflets distributed by the Evangelists, which are now subject to a police investigation, could have a profound negative effect on young people. He said the leaflet was also not an accurate reflection of what Mr. Francham claimed the meeting was to be about. Crossing a line, Mr. Townsend said Mr. Francham's linking of transgenderism and genital mutilation, and homosexuality with pedophilia, crossed a line beyond free speech. "If you feel that you are female in a male body, your gender reassignment is a liberation, not a mutilation," said Mr. Townsend. "You have no idea what you're talking about, and this scares me," he said. "We believe these things are wrong," said Mr. Francham. "You can believe they're wrong, but within law they are not wrong," said Mrs. Israel Jones. "I'm going to stand on the side of the law. You are entitled to your opinion, but not if it crosses law." Police have at present received 5 formal complaints about letters sent out in Fishguard, and are investigating.